Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
53 at the mic. Let's go.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. Johnson's got it complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at the 20. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Arizona, they're getting the ball back here, CD, but I want to talk about 2019 for them because I think really their season, if you had to give it one word, it might be meh. I mean,
I would disagree.
Well, to quote a former Cardinals coach, they were who we thought they were, right?
I thought they were better.
Did you?
Yeah, this is where you and I differ a little bit on it. I totally get it. When you look at the record of 5-10-1, yeah, there's not a lot there. I thought this team might win 3 games all year. So maybe I'm looking at it strictly with my perspective. But remember, they drafted Kyler Murray, and he was terrific. He might very well be the Rookie of the Year on the offensive side of the ball in the NFL. He did a nice job for them. On the defensive side, Chandler Jones is an all-pro, sacking quarterbacks and taking down running backs. I think there's something to build on with this team, even though they're in a really difficult division, because the Rams went to the Super Bowl last season, didn't make the playoffs this year. San Francisco and Seattle ran away with the division. But this Arizona team, more weapons around Kyler Murray. Let's see how it turns out in 2020. I thought they were a little bit better than expected.
And, CD, maybe they found something in Kenyon Drake. They pick him up in, weeks 15 and 16, 137, 166 yards, 6 touchdowns between those 2 games. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Murray going to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Back out now comes Washington's offense, and if you do a dive into the 2019 season, you know that things just not so rosy in the nation's capital football-wise for the Redskins. 3-13. Jay Gruden let go back in the middle of the season, but now a new man in charge, Ron Rivera. What did you think of the hire?
I thought it was a spectacular hire for Washington because, to me, Ron Rivera would have been the leading candidate in Washington, in Dallas. Okay, I mean, in Cleveland, wherever there was an opening, save Carolina, where he just got let go, to me, he was the top candidate. A professional who played in the league, so he'll be respected that way. He'll be respected as a head coach who took his team to a Super Bowl. First thing he did, got rid of the ping pong tables in the locker room. New man in town, new discipline in town, but I really think it was a home run hire for Washington.
And I'm with you, but isn't it interesting how these coaches can be recycled? Carolina apparently said, hey, he's not good enough for us anymore, but other places, they would love to have him.
And I think a lot of that has to do with whoever owns the team or if there's a new person making decisions above the head coach. Because if that person had hired Ron Rivera, might have stuck with him through a small downtime and knew he had a great coach. But oftentimes when you're the owner and it's your first hire, you really want to hire someone yourself. And when there's an opportunity, you take it. And that's why Ron Rivera is no longer in Carolina.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, 84 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Murray now on first down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. And the catch made by Johnson.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And an alley to run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one taken from the 7. Spins past it. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Murray. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Haskins will throw. Pressure comes in. The Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
43. Check, 43. Ready?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
He can run for it, and he will. That one a broken play, but ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your sight. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Haskins, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out, and the Redskins are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 5, a little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Fourth down, here's Haskins. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He dumps it off to Dre. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Murray. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now let's see, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.